For the last year, all of my makeup has also been housed in a little desk in our guest room. That means I need to go through and get everything out and off of this desk and get it moved to the new one. And since like April/May is the 1-year anniversary of me buying makeup, it will be interesting to see how much I have accrued, what I regret, what I need to declutter. This is day 3 of me working on this video, and between lighting and tree cutting crews at my neighbor's house, I am not going to be pumping out a super high quality video on this, but being a 1-year anniversary of just buying makeup for the first time, low quality, and figuring it out almost makes sense, doesn't it? So we're already losing lighting again, as you can see, but let's just like move on here and focus on some eyeshadows. You were looking at my entire eyeshadow collection. I don't have a ton, as you see. So far I've managed to keep it in this one magazine rack, 2-tier. If I get any more eyeshadow, it will clearly not fit in here. And actually, 2 of these are highlighters. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. I'll go through that in a second. Yes, I have 3 MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. 2 travel. I got myself 1 full size and 1 travel. I thought I would give my mom the travel. She didn't like it. I also bought 1 of these for my sister. She doesn't like it, so now I have 3. You've seen the highlightery, stroby, do-it-yourself MAC Fix Pluses where you can add your own gold highlighter to it. Totally gonna do that. Break apart a highlighter, throw it in one of these, and voila, I have my own Fenty Lava Bomb. Oh, this is from yesterday. This is that Line Out Loud liner. I mean, I've washed my hand probably 3 dozen times since then, and everything else has come off except for that and a little bit of the glitter from that 1990s glitter roller. Okay, this is made in Canada. This is totally pretty. So I went through a phase when I was in high school where I loved white eyeshadow. It was the only color I used. I only wore it for special occasions, but I really liked it. So I went through a phase where I only wore white eyeshadows because I do think it's really pretty and brightening and kind of unique, and especially on tan skin, which I rarely ever have anymore, if ever. So I may keep this because this is not awful. I have 2 Viseart palettes. These are standards by the makeup artist community. They are fantastic. I got these on sale. They are wonderful. I have the 08 Editorial Bright palette and Cool Mattes, which is 07. Cool Mattes have just been, I don't know if reformulated, but they have completely different color setup now, and they come in thinner palettes apparently that are magnetic, because these are not magnetic palettes. But they just, the Viseart Muse company just started advertising their new Cool Mattes last week. It just has, this is more browns and grays with a hint of blue and purple, and the new one, I'll insert a picture right here. The new one looks much more purple, if I remember correctly. And then my Editorial Brights, which is my Rainbow Bright palette, and about broke my own heart and threw it. Look at that. Beauty, beauty. So beautiful. Yes, it looks brand new, but yes, I have used it. And we'll keep using them. The Lorac Mega Pro. This is the original Mega Pro palette, which I think had been discontinued and then was brought back out recently. And I actually won this from Lorac, which was super exciting. I also included this in my April favorites video. I'll throw that up in the cards there. It's like much more neutral than my usual Shindig shebang is, but the formula is so good that it actually makes me want, honestly, it makes me want the Lorac Mega Pro 2 or 3, the blue one, the blue one that had much crazier colors, and unfortunately it's like $65 at Kohl's. I did get this on sale, or I would have never bought this. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals with the most ridiculous case almost ever. Hello, Kat Von D. They're pretty colors. I used them a lot in the beginning. I haven't used them as much since. I guess I need to, right? Like, they need to be loved on more. But I don't regret purchasing it, especially for the $30 I got it, as opposed to the $55 that was being asked for it. This is the Moon Dust palette. This is a $50 palette by Urban Decay. Holy crap. Can I be honest? I regret buying this. I 100% regret buying this beautiful palette because it is glitter and I guess it's like a good eye topper. I never, ever, 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 ever use this. And it's a crying shame because it's lovely and the package is poppin'. Like, that is some good packaging, but I got suckered by the sparkly hype. Then, you know, I don't even know how much this went for because this actually came out significantly before I started buying makeup or even knowing that makeup existed. Honest to God, I knew Urban Decay existed because in 1998 and 1999 on Dawson's Creek, they referenced Urban Decay quite a bit when Bad Girl, Jen Lindley, and Abby Morgan go and get, they go and steal some Urban Decay makeup from a boutique. So, that's how I learned about Urban Decay and had never heard of them again since until 2017. Let me just show you the colors, even though they will stain TF out of my skin. Yeah, I'm partial to the purples. Oh my gosh, those are crazy. Like this feeds into all my 1980s fantasies. It's so good. Oh my lord. So anyhow, they carried this for a long time in Nordstrom Rack, and I think you could still get it online, which is mind-blowing, for like $23. I'd actually really recommend it. My only regret, the only palette I've ever seen that I didn't get, and I wished I had, like now I kick myself, is, told you, stains. The Urban Decay, why is it always Urban Decay? Urban Decay by Gwen Stefani. I did not get that. I saw it at Nordstrom Rack like last Christmas. Ugh, regret it. What I do regret buying, thank you, Tati. This is normally, I think, $35. I got it for Black Friday or Christmas Eve or something stupid for a stupid cheap price. Yay. And look how stinking pretty that looks. It is great for photographing. I can't figure out how to use any of it. It's, let's zoom in here. It's this like ridiculously jelly-like consistency, which I guess being a pressed powder helps keep it from completely crumbling, but it's messy. I don't know how to use glitter glue as a newbie. This is way over my pay grade, and I really don't regret I don't recommend if you're a newbie to makeup, I do not recommend you get something like a giant friggin' pressed glitter palette because it is so above our pay grade. We have not enough experience to figure out how to use this. Newbies, no matter how cheap you get it for, I regret it and I blame Tati, even though I believe totally in personal accountability and that was my fault. My last two little palettes. These are Maybelline Mini City palettes. The City Mini palette by Maybelline. I think there are like 10 of these with, oh my god. I think there's 10 of these with different color schemes. And I have Downtown Sunrise and Graffiti Pop. These were both gifted to me by two different people and they're fantastic. I highly recommend them. I'm gonna have a video coming out in about a month where I do different looks with each of them to show how versatile they are. They are not the best quality formula ever of anything I've ever used. They are really good and they're really workable and they're I think like $12 each as opposed to $30 or $40 or $50. So it's worth it. Trust me, you've seen I'll trash it if I don't like it. And then lastly, we have my do-it-yourself ones. Okay, so we got a little one here. This, by the way, Makeup Forever, shame on you for not making these metal tins anymore, because they're amazing. You make crappy ones now, that's sad. So we have some MAC neutrals here that I do not like. We have a Kat Von D contour, don't like. This is an old Ulta shade that probably should get thrown away. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Other than it's kind of iridescent, and as you'll see from my highlighter collection, I really don't need stuff that I don't even know what it is in my life anymore. Got some Avedas. I mentioned those in my Love It, Hate It, Pan It video. I'll throw that up in the cards. These were from Aveda. They still smell really good and they work really great. This was also part of that Aveda palette. I'm not into neutrals, so I don't know what to do with these, but I think I'm going to try to use my neutrals and see if I can make my own Gwen Stefani palette, because I'm really sad I don't have that palette. Then this one has like nothing in it. That's positively ridiculous. This was a great color. This is another example though of, is this one of those Ulta pans? It definitely has some hard pan on it, but it's this beautiful like golden greenish mermaid color. And I really like it, but I don't know what it is. And those are all MAC. I can tell because they're huge. Like, for some reason MAC ones are just kind of deep. This one right here is not. This is Cocoa, and this is from, dear gosh, this is Cocoa or something from Color Drain. Cocoa? Oh, Chocolate from Color Drain. I was making myself like a whole matte one of these, and then a whole shimmer one of these. But I mostly have shimmer. And then I don't know what happened, but. So here's my last one. This is all a combination of Color Drain and MAC. We have MAC. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 MACs. We have one old school L'Oreal or Maybelline, one of the two, I don't even know which, that I don't ever use for any reason because it's chalky AF and I have better things. So Color Drain is by far my favorite. Oh my gosh, I won't buy MAC eyeshadows again. I think they're completely overrated, overhyped, and not even good. Just with how much I like MAC lipstick, and you'll see, I don't understand why I think their eyeshadows are so not worth doing anything other than I really like this one by MAC, and I've got a magnet glued over it, so I can't even tell you what the name of it is. I'll have to look at the MAC website. I really like that one by MAC. This color is always terrible to me, that wine color. What was I thinking? I kind of went through that with the singles I already went through. A lot of the MAC ones are just kind of chalky, not my thing, but okay, let's look at the Color Drain ones, yo. Why don't we? Seriously, that's Color Drain. Aren't those amazing? Those are friggin' amazing. I mean, just wow. It's like, why would I ever buy a different brand after that? And this Flash or whatever this is called. And this one. Oh, and they feel really beautiful on the skin. They're just really lovely. I really regret that I didn't buy, they make a bright silver, and at the time I was like, oh, I'm not really into silver. Not realizing silver actually looks better on my skin, so that's a regret. This is a duochrome one, which shows up kind of better on top of other stuff. Oops. Anyhow. So there are those, and then my last eyeshadows. These are also Tati Made Me Do It. Again, Maybelline Color Tattoo. I've already complained about them in my Love It, Hate It, Pan It video, which again I've already tagged in the cards. they're gonna have to go in my reevaluate pile. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make these work or just declutter them. But I need to give them like a fair assessment and then move on with my life one way or the other. This is my Ride or Die MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base. In my videos, you have heard and will hear me talk about this over and over and over again. It's my jam. And then I have a Lorac primer. I gave my sister a Lorac Pro palette, and this came with it. I also gave her a little container of the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour eye base. She likes the MAC way better and gave this to me to try. I tried it. My eyeshadow creased. Love Lorac's eyeshadow, not their primer. So honestly, I think I'm just going to throw this away instead of passing this on to someone else. Primer. Hello, Smashbox Primerizer Photo Finish. I actually have this little case full of different samples of different types of primers that I have received. And no, I have not tried any of them other than Smashbox. And yay, but I recommend this. This is good for my skin. And I've got some Urban Decay Chill makeup setting spray. People rave about the all-nighter. That's great if you have oily skin. I have both dry skin and menopause. Chill is where it's at. This is great. I also have Tarte's Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. I don't know much about it. I don't know if it's gonna be great. We will find out. So these are my MAC lipsticks, and I've got just a few other kind of random ones. Keep them in one of these little acrylic lipstick things. Try to keep them kind of in a corresponding color here. The only exceptions to MAC are, I got 2 sample Urban Decay luxury mini things, and one is in this bright red, one was in a nude. My sister took the nude, got this in Big Bang, so exciting, and metallic and pink. I have an Estee Lauder Color Love, not worth it. I have 2 of the Too Faced lipsticks, which these are what kicked everything off. By these, I mean I was given Rebel Heart by my gorgeous niece, and it made me feel so happy to be wearing a wonderful red matte lipstick, and I realized then the difference between that and the crappy NY Colors lipstick that I had several years ago from when I worked at the art museum. So I went to buy more from this line. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be devoted Too Faced only. And they didn't have many in stock of the matte. So I thought, like, oh, they'll just restock. I did buy Troublemaker, which is a hot pink. And this is like right up my alley. But it's really patchy and it's a problem. And I thought, well, that's weird because one goes on like a dream and the other not so much. And then Too Faced completely got rid of their gorgeous matte line. And then they started making their melted mattes and their crazy liquid mattes. And I do not do that. I do not do that. So there's those. Everything else is MAC. And I'll do a different video later on the MAC collection if anyone's interested. But not today, because this video is already an hour long. And then these are my few lip crayons and lip liners. And yes, I do mean few. A lot of people have a lot more. I've returned liquid lipsticks. I've returned 2 Bare Minerals Gin Nude that the lady at Sephora swore to me I needed to have. I've learned not to listen to anything that anyone says at any of these stores. And also, my favorite beauty tuber, hello, Stephanie Nicole, she swore by the Milani Ultra Matte, and it was stunning on for like 5 minutes, and then it went all to hell, so no thanks. I have liners. I don't wear liners, so whoopsie. I went through a little phase where I thought, if I'm going to wear a lipstick, I need to wear a liner, and frankly, I probably should wear a liner. I I find them to be a lot of work. I will say, as far as MAC lipstick lip liner collection goes, they have two different formulas. They've got their OG formula, which is a very hard pencil, and then they have a more expensive version, and it is a much softer, creamier version. This one probably, the hard one probably helps prevent smearing and spreading a little bit better, but it is awful to put on. I prefer a softer liner, but then I realize it smears a bit. So why bother? Why bother with liner? I don't do that. I also have a MAC Prep and Prime lip primer. Hate the stuff. It's like rubbing Elmer's glue on your lips. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't do it. And then I've got, turn those the wrong way. I have an Urban Decay in Big Bang. It's a wonderful, super iridescent pink. And then I have three from the now defunct brand Fiona Styles. And they are wonderful. They are actually really great lip liners. Speaking of which, Fiona Styles, they make these amazing lip crayons. I'm so sad not to get them anymore. I did buy backups of them. In fact, here, these two right here are the same. Stoddard. I have two of this gorgeous red. It's a blue-based red. I didn't know lip crayons were so cool. But they really are. Which brings me to Marc Jacobs. These are the Marc Jacobs liquid lip pencils. They are fantastic. I actually received these from Influencer to try. Oh, Flamingo is so my jam. I'm a huge fan of this, and it reminds me a lot of Show Orchid from MAC. Definitely keeping it. This one, whoo! This one is called, what is this called? What is this called? This one is called Send Nudes, and I did wear it in my Marc Jacobs video. It is way more brown, way more neutral of a look than I ever go for. I highly doubt I'm ever gonna reach for this. And simply because of it being Marc Jacobs, I kind of want to keep holding on to it. I'm gonna have to say no though and put this in my sister stash, as I'm gonna start calling it. Not, yeah, my sister stash. Because one of my sisters, I know which one, probably would really like using it. Probably. Then lastly, I have, I'm a sucker. The Ciate Glitter Flip liquid lipstick. These are my liquid lipsticks. I do actually have 5 of them. The Ciate Glitter Flip, which is Hello Dorothy, there's no place like home. Yeah, I look for a reason to wear this, and it actually doesn't crap up on my lips too much too fast, so I can enjoy it for a short celebration. And these 4 I got from Beauty Bakery, and yes, I got 2 very editorial colors. Correction, I got 3 very editorial colors and one that I would call an everyday color, though I know not everyone's going to rock the hot pink all the time. But I haven't even tried them. I'm scared to, because they come with a sheet of paper telling you the do's and don'ts of wearing them, and they're apparently very hard to get off. So, have not gone there and tried that yet, but they certainly are pretty, and I feel like we'll photograph well. Highlighters! Let's do highlighters. I showed you that I got rid of the Makeup Revolution highlighters, except for the ghostly green one that I just can't part with. And then I just got rid of the eyeshadow I had been using as a highlighter when I didn't have highlighters. So now let's talk about, I told you yesterday, Becca Opal is in like all the trial things that you could buy from Ulta over 2017. So I got a couple of those over time. Hoorah! They're nice, they're lovely. I know in my April video of favorites, I talked about the Becca highlighters. These are lovely. That Champagne Flashes Bellini. It's lovely in orangey pink. And then Rose Quartz Flashes Seashell, which is very pink, and I really like it. And then Jade Flashes Opal, which has the very green kind of vibe to it. Not the same green as that Makeup Revolution one, but actually. Alright, let's test this. So you can see this is Jade Flash's Opal by Becca. Whoa! Holy cow. Okay, Makeup Revolution. Your weird Chinese product will be staying in my life quite evidently, because that's crazy. I mean, without a doubt, as far as the way they feel, the Becca one is way better quality, but as far as trying to blind somebody with a spooky iridescent green, yeah, Revolution's staying too. Ah. Okay, and then my last two glow kits, both Anastasia Beverly Hills, who does us right. I have Moonchild, thanks to Stephanie Nicole, who swore it is the cool tone girl's friend. I think Liv loves her makeup also. Was a big recommendation of that. What's really funny is these do not go on almost at all the way they look in the pan. Especially, I think these two right here do. This one does look blue, this one does look purple on. The rest look so different when you swatch them, and you're not here for swatches, so go YouTube the Moonchild palette if you want to see swatches of it, because it is a little different on. And I'm thankful, because I don't really like it so much in the palette, but on, I like every single color. And then we have the Glow Kit, and this is Sugar Glow from the Holiday Collection 2017. These swatched, like this one is very gold swatched, crazy gold. That's why I don't need Amrezi highlighter at all. And Stephanie Nicole said Starburst is great, and I thought that would be way too dark, but she's, you know, she's totally right, actually. It's not too dark at all. It's very pale pink and very pretty, and, you know, not everybody's into highlighters, especially for an everyday look. Not everybody gets to be an artist and work from home and do their makeup as they please, so I am blessed. I might just do my face like this tomorrow, for real. And that's it! So I'm actually feeling okay. This is my sister's stash box, and I've got, honestly, mostly kind of some low-end stuff here. Sorry, sisters, you can have whatever you want. And in fact, when my sisters have requested a MAC lipstick or an Urban Decay, just even what it was, I give it to them. But this is stuff I'm definitely gonna pass on. Ugh, some of that still might get thrown out. This Smashbox thing, for instance, somebody's gonna be happy to get that. MAC, Clinique, Tarte. Some Ulta brand stuff that maybe should just get chucked. Then I've got a little bag here of, these are the things that I really need to like prioritize, you know, do I use these? Do I move on with them? Like, is there a use for these? Is there a use for these? Is there a use for these? I'll be honest, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, no, there's not. But we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna make a whole dedicated video out of that. Can I make things work that I don't find purpose in? Can I pan them even if I don't want them? And then I've got some trash. I've got items that just definitely were either expired or bad and needed to not exist anymore. So that very unexpectedly obviously took me 3 days to film, and not because I have that much of a collection, but because life is crazy, noise is crazy, and again, we're kind of in a big transition here. No, we don't have any great news to share. We aren't parents. It's not anything like that. Just, you know, when you spend years praying for God to move the mountain, any mountain, like you feel stagnant in multiple areas of your life, all of your life, and you pray for years, Lord, why aren't you moving the mountain? Lord, why aren't you moving the mountain? Lord, why aren't you moving the mountain? And then one moves, and it may not have moved to Fiji like we wanted it to, but it moved, and we have just some shifting to go through as we see what this movement means and what it has in store for us. So, but I'm really excited to be clearing out the guest room and have the beauty stuff in my room. You know, I only have, I think, about 40 videos up on YouTube, and they are completely inconsistent. I do realize that. My upload schedule has been, my lighting schedule has been, the backdrops have been. That is surely about to change. And if you are a subscriber and you've been here a long time, thank you. Thank you so much. If you're new and tuning in, thank you so much. And just thank you for hanging in there with me while I continue to figure stuff out. But you know, why am I making YouTube videos at all? Because I feel like there's a voice for women who are 30s, 40s, 50s, who still believe in color and fun and aren't afraid to just be friggin' wild and magical and mystical, and frankly are actually more afraid not to be those things anymore because we've spent our life too long trying to conform and be appropriate and be accepted. And the Christian in me won't allow me to flip that off, that notion, like to actually go through that motion on video. But the like very human me is flipping a big fat bird to living appropriately. Let's do this. Let's do this. So again, thank you for tuning in. Can't wait to shoot more videos. Like, something about this process has invigorated me, and this video will be like an hour long, but if you watched it, if anyone watched it, God bless you. If anyone watched this, leave a comment below. Let me know who you are and that you made it, that you actually stuck it out. And I just love you. I love you. And if nobody gets to the end, that's okay. That's all right. Because I'm still really excited about what's to come, whatever that is. So yay! God bless you. I love you. God loves you. Keep sparkling, darlings. And if you're having a rock bottom day, know that there is sparkle deep in you. See you soon.